I never thought I'd be on this side, you know, of the street, so to speak.
When 44-year-old April Nussin found out she was in kidney failure and needed a transplant, her best friend of 44 years, Susan Bruff, said, "Take one of mine."
Her dad and my dad were best friends, and I don't remember any childhood memory without her.
She had to drop 70 pounds, quit smoking, and she did.
It was a no-brainer. I've never made a decision so quickly in my life.
Both were so hopeful and then so crushed when, after all that, they learned Susan was not a match.
It was a gut punch, a big gut punch.
But 1 week later, these best friends got an unexpected call. April had a donor, a complete stranger, if she and Susan wanted to be part of a kidney chain. Susan said, heck yeah.
I even offered my liver up. I was just like, hey, you can take part of my liver if you need it to.
Did they say yes?
They didn't, they're like, you shouldn't probably give away so many body parts at one time, so.
It was a similar call to married couples, Tracy and Jeff Shearer, and Stephanie and Chris Lovelace, asking did they want to be part of a kidney chain.
I'd never heard it before we got into it. Had you heard of it?
Mm-mm.
I'd never heard of it.
I kind of thought, was that like the New York Stock Exchange? Or the exchange, which it really is.
Well, maybe not quite, but through the Center of Transplantation at the University of Kansas Health System, kidney chains are a common way to help people who need a kidney, have a willing donor, but the donor isn't a match, like Jeff, who wanted to help his wife Tracy, whose family has a history of kidney failure.
In a roundabout way, I am kind of getting his.
Or Chris, whose kidneys failed from complications due to diabetes. His wife Stephanie was all in, pending assurances.
I want to make sure that he will get a kidney, like he will get the good match for him, then I'm all for it.
So was Renee Madden with end-stage renal failure, who was overwhelmed by the idea of the chain and the generosity of strangers.
I know his living donor came in to donate to their loved one. For some reason, they didn't match. Instead of going home with her or his kidney, they said, I still want to donate. And I was the next person on the list.
Renee is also an author of 3 books and now has an inspiration for a 4th.
A story of 8 people, many of them strangers, who came together to save 4 lives.